From a humble beginning in Scotland, Andrew Carnegie's rise to become the richest person on the planet is a tale that captures the essence of the ultimate rags to riches journey. But behind the scenes lies a story far more intricate than meets the eye. From an immigrant struggling with poverty to a formidable business magnate and eventually an unparalleled philanthropist, Carnegie's journey is a riveting saga of ambition, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of success. Andrew Carnegie was a man of profound contradictions, admired as a visionary leader by some, yet condemned as a selfish magnate by others. In this video, we'll delve into the dual facets of this iconic historical figure. By the conclusion, you'll be prompted to determine your own perspective on this titan of business and philanthropy. Our narrative commences in 1835 in the modest town of Dunfermline, Scotland. A young Andrew Carnegie grew up in a cramped one-room cottage alongside another impoverished family, reflecting the harsh realities of their circumstances. His father, William, toiled as a handloom weaver, a profession once esteemed but now challenged by the swift advances of industrialization and mechanization. As job prospects dwindled for the elder Carnegies, the family sank deeper into severe poverty. Realizing there was little hope for a better future in Scotland, they made the painful decision to leave everything behind and journey to America when Andrew was just 13 years old. At this young age, Andrew had to shoulder the burden of adulthood by working to support his family. He started in a humble position at a local cotton mill, enduring grueling 12-hour shifts. Despite the hardship, this job as a messenger exposed Carnegie to influential figures in the city's business community, notably catching the attention of Thomas A. Scott, an up-and-coming executive at the Pennsylvania Railroad Company. Scott promptly recognized Carnegie's sharp intellect, tireless determination, and captivating charisma. Taking the young man under his wing, he employed Carnegie as his personal telegrapher and secretary, thus igniting Carnegie's career at the formidable Pennsylvania Railroad, the nation's largest and most significant railway system at that time. Over the ensuing pivotal decade, Scott became an indispensable mentor to Carnegie, imparting intricate knowledge of the railroad industry and broader business realm. Carnegie, a true prodigy, swiftly ascended through the company hierarchy due to his astute mind, unwavering work ethic, and Scott's wise counsel. Remarkably, by the age of 30, Carnegie commanded an annual salary of 50 juo, a sum equivalent to approximately 900 centaur in today's terms. Carnegie astutely recognized the burgeoning demand for iron and steel in the rapidly expanding railroad industry, seeing it as a lucrative business opportunity. He strategically invested in numerous steel mills and factories, focusing on innovative steelmaking technologies such as the groundbreaking Bessemer process. Implementing vertical integration, Carnegie's enterprises controlled every aspect of production, from sourcing raw materials to delivering finished goods. He introduced pioneering management techniques and ruthlessly pursued cost-saving measures. Notoriously, Carnegie's companies engaged in spreading malicious rumors about competitors, tarnishing their reputations, and sabotaging their operations. Carnegie's business acumen and aggressive tactics propelled his steel empire to dominance, reshaping the industrial landscape of his time. His strategic vision and relentless pursuit of success cemented his legacy as one of the foremost industrialists of the era. By keeping his labor and overhead costs as low as inhumanly possible, Carnegie was able to drastically undercut his competitors on price. With his superior efficiency and aggressive tactics, Carnegie soon came to utterly dominate the American steel industry, which turbocharged the country's dizzying industrial expansion. However, Carnegie's swelling business success and wealth came at a heavy human price. His relentless cost-cutting and drive for profits meant his steel mills became notoriously dangerous places to work, with an appalling safety record where life-changing injuries were commonplace and deaths not infrequent. Carnegie demanded his employees work punishingly long hours in hellish conditions for shamefully low wages. Any attempts by workers to unionize and bargain for better treatment were quickly and harshly crushed. The brutal working conditions in his factories stood in stark contrast to Carnegie's carefully cultivated public persona as an enlightened, progressive voice and supposed champion of fair workers' rights. In practice, though, Carnegie was largely distant from the dark day-to-day realities, escaping direct accountability. He left his partner, Henry Clay Frick, in charge to institute these draconian policies, while Carnegie himself often turned a blind eye to the human impact. In 1889, tragedy struck western Pennsylvania when an old earthen dam owned by the exclusive South Fork Fishing and Hunting Club catastrophically failed. unleashing 20 million tons of water. The resulting devastation became known as the Johnstown Flood, killing over 2,200 people in its path. The club counted many of the Gilded Age's leading business tycoons as members, including Carnegie. While not legally culpable, Carnegie's close association with the disaster bred public contempt and resentment toward the perceived callousness and recklessness of the ultra-wealthy ruling class. As the 20th century dawned, Carnegie's steel empire had grown to truly unrivaled heights. In 1901, the legendary banker J.P. Morgan, seeing faster profits in finance, approached the aging Carnegie, now in his 60s, with an extraordinary offer to buy out the Carnegie Steel Company. Carnegie responded by coolly naming his astronomical price, $480 million, an unheard-of sum equivalent to over $14 billion today. Incredibly, Morgan agreed on the spot, handing over a check for more than twice the entire budget of the U.S. government. With a stroke of a pen, the poor bobbin boy from Scotland secured his place as the richest man in the world, and he did it virtually overnight. But while Carnegie had spent the first 6 decades of his life single-mindedly pursuing wealth, he now radically shifted his attention to giving that immense fortune away. Having conquered the business world, he now sought to make his mark as a benefactor to humanity on an epic scale. Declaring that the man who dies thus rich dies disgraced, Carnegie threw himself into philanthropy with the same passion and aptitude he had shown in industry. He donated vast sums to establish over 2,500 free public libraries around the world, believing that education and access to knowledge formed the bedrock of advancement for the working class. He built universities, museums, music halls, and founded a slew of organizations dedicated to causes such as scientific research and the promotion of world peace. Many of these institutions, like Carnegie Hall and Carnegie Mellon University, still bear his name to this day. So epic was the scale of Carnegie's charitable giving that by the end of his long life, he had divested himself of nearly 90% of his incredible wealth. Nothing like it had ever been done before. Part of his mission was to inspire his fellow tycoons to follow his lead, setting a new expectation that the richest were morally obligated to give back to the society that had enabled their success. He hoped his unprecedented generosity would spark a new era of great philanthropic works, and to a significant degree, he succeeded in this aim. Andrew Carnegie, amidst his Gilded Age counterparts like Rockefeller and Ford, catalyzed an era of unprecedented philanthropy among the ultra-wealthy. He laid the groundwork for modern large-scale private giving, wherein affluent individuals fund nonprofits to address societal issues. While this approach has sparked debate, its enduring impact is undeniable. Carnegie's legacy prompts reflection. Was he a visionary benefactor deserving of admiration, or a complex figure marred by moral ambiguity? Perhaps he inhabits a nuanced space, a flawed yet earnest individual striving to better the world while inadvertently causing harm. Ultimately, the assessment of Carnegie's character and contributions invites diverse perspectives. As we navigate his place in history, it's crucial to engage with his complexities and contributions to shape a comprehensive understanding of his enduring influence. If you found this exploration intriguing, we encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Global Secrets for more captivating profiles.